Hi, this is Rama Screen at the Comic Con, and I'm here with the great Marvin Jones. How are you?
Hey
Marvin?
man, I'm great, Ramos. How are you, brother?
Good, good, good. So I'm a big fan of yours. You're here promoting Defiant graphic novel. Let me ask
Yeah.
by asking you, what does it mean to produce a graphic novel? And is this the first graphic novel you've ever involved with?
It's the first graphic novel I've ever involved with. My first real official producing role too. And I think one thing I tell people all the time when they ask me, the role of the producer is to do anything that's needed to see the project come to fruition. So it's a kind of a hands-on job. But I mean, I've been on this project for 2 years now, and we're just now getting to the point where we have our first IP coming out, which is the graphic novel, Defiant. That told the story of Robert Smalls, and it's been a wonderful journey, brother. Telling the story is incredibly important, not only for me as a producer, but I think for the people that are going to be our audience. It's something that a lot of people don't know, and a lot of people should know.
Why is now the right time to tell the story of Robert Smalls? And for my fans, can you explain a bit about who the real Robert Smalls was?
Well, Robert Smalls first was a boy who was a slave, of course, but he initially tried to buy his freedom from his slave master, and was told a price, galvanized that price, and then was told another price. So after being railroaded by his master and a person that he trusted, actually, who was almost like a father figure to him, he was working on a Confederate naval ship and got 9 families that were also on that ship to come together and hijack that ship. And because of his ability to pilot the ship, he was able to get it through enemy waters on into the Union side. And that's the what I would say the beginning. Some people would think that that was the apex, but that was the beginning. After he got this ship from the south to the north, then he was so revered and celebrated by the Union Army. He became instrumental in getting black people to fight in the Civil War. He became the and then went on to captain the ship that he surrendered.
Yep.
Won 17 more battles at sea. Went on to run for Congress. Started the public school system in the Carolinas. Started a newspaper. I mean, on and 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 on. So, in truth, he's a real life superhero. You know, I think the graphic novel component is so apropos for him because he, you know, we always, we hear about these fictitious characters and how they make the world better, right, using their superpower. But he's a real character who made the world better with his superpower, which was courage and defiance. Hence the title Defiant.
I hear also that there's plans for adapting it for screen, either TV or movie. At which stage of development is that project?
Well, right now, and there is. Well, we've been working for 2 years, so I will say that there is. I mean, I could talk a little bit about it because I'm a producer on it, not an actor on this particular project. But as a producer, I will tell you right now, that is the end goal.
Okay.
The Defiant graphic novel is the first IP ever created, and it's being told by black people. The artists are black, the writers are black, the producers are black. Not all of them. Some producers aren't, but the primary team is. So it's a story that is being told, but the right way. And the graphic novel, like I say, is the first real IP on Robert Smalls. There is no book on Robert Smalls, and the books that were not told. It was like my man Rob says. It was the master telling the story of the dog, not the dog telling the story of the dog. So with this, we have opportunity to really change history, and write history and correct, right or wrong in that. So the end goal for sure is more of a big screen thing, small screen thing. Hopefully, not hopefully, but whether big screen or small screen, that's the end goal. But the IP that is the graphic novel is going to be the storyboard for the film.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what do you hope audiences today can learn from the heroism of Robert Smalls?
Well, that your freedom is inside of you. Anything that you feel is locking you up or distracting your goal or distracting your ability to prosper, that freedom is locked inside of you. But you have to be defiant to get it out.
Yeah.
You have to go against the odds. You have to buck up against the no's. You have to buck up against the powers. And I mean, if you look at what's going on in Hollywood and everything, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you know, to do anything great, you have to get over the obstacles and over the humps. And no matter and everybody's obstacle and everybody's hump is different. Not all of us face the same obstacle.
Yeah.
So you know, the message of Robert Smalls and the message of Defiant is that whatever it is that you need to get to the other side is locked inside of you. Robert Smalls had everything he needed to get to freedom all in him.
Yeah.
And he was able to get enough people to believe in his message and to believe in his plan. And he freed 9 families, man, and went on to do incredible things beyond that.
Final question: how
Yeah.
can my fans help out with the Kickstarter project? Like,
Man,
yeah, how do
go to the
work?
Kickstarter. Yes, thank you. Go to the Kickstarter. We were funded in less than 45 minutes, and it's growing rapidly. Like, man, we're up there. Now, I won't even throw the number out because I don't want to brag or sound arrogant, but we're up there. The buzz is growing every day. Go to Kickstarter. Look up Defiant, the Robert Small story. Invest. Become a part of this journey. There's many tiers, from just getting the book to all kind of different tiers too. And I mean, Kickstarter has been a wonderful partner with us on this project so far, and we're just started. I think it's like almost 20 days left.
Yeah.
So go to Kickstarter. Those that know, go to Kickstarter while you can and become a part of this journey that is Defiant. My name is Marvin Jones III, and you are watching Rama Screen.